I mean, I'm not faking it much in this show. Like that long jump is about as good as I am. And the gymnastics, I'm like actually really trying.
The Power of the Dream is about two cousin best friends, Amy Bland and Brooke Bland, who decide that they want to go to the Olympics, but they don't know anything about sport and have no ability whatsoever. They start with swimming, diving, gymnastics, heptathlon and
weightlifting, of course.
Don't, it hurts.
Well, yes, it should. It's shih tzu massage.
We've been best mates for a really long time, but we haven't lived in the same state in like 10 years. And we decided to move in together at the beginning of a pandemic and work together the whole time. And I still think you're a really great person. And so we wrote it like in our kitchen, you know, one of us would be sitting at the table.
Even like we'd rehearse it in the space as well.
Yeah, because we shot it at our house. And so, yeah, one of us would be sitting at the table, another of us would be out there like, okay, cool. What if like I'm on the bars and then we're talking about this and like we would, so I think by the time we got to shooting it, the improv had kind of been done and we were really in that space of who the characters were. And
I'm used to these sort of high pressure situations. Plus, I did train Suze O'Neill to use the toilet.
Making a web series, I think from the outside can look like just like a thing that you just do. We've all got cameras on our phones. We've all got friends who are funny. Like, you know, it doesn't seem like it's a huge thing, but it's an epic mammoth thing to do, and even just doing it is something to, I think, pat yourself on the back for, because you don't quite realise till you go through it how many things there are that you've got to do to get this thing off the ground. And even just getting the financing to begin with is a huge job.
Good grief.
I think the challenge is learning to be adaptable, because you have to have everything in place, and you've got to know what your plans are and your goals, and then you've got to be prepared for everything to change at any minute, and for a global pandemic to hit, and for you to have to wait a year to shoot your show, and have every single venue pull out, have 2 producers pull out, have cast pull out. Like, you've got to then just go, okay, cool, we've got each other.
How's your mental state?
Yeah, it's great.
Great.
It gave us more time and we got to develop the scripts further, and, you know, little ways it actually made our story stronger.
Definitely.
So that there were blessings that came from it at the same time.
Believe, achieve, receive a gold medal.
Believe, achieve, receive a gold medal.
Dance like no one's watching.
Dance like no one's watching.
Just do it.
Just do it.
I'm loving it.
I'm loving it.
Tokyo 2020. Let's go.
We chose Facebook and Instagram as our platforms to release on after we'd done a bit of research and worked out where our audiences were, who they were, and sort of then what platforms they engaged with. They're platforms that we can not just release on, but engage with our audience. We can engage with the brands that we've got on board.
And yeah, I mean, Instagram is for our younger audience and Facebook is for our older audience, which are, you know, these 2 separate groups that we're trying to target. Social media is ever evolving. I mean, we're the generation that are kind of crafting what online short form content is. And so there's a lot of trial and error involved, and we're kind of setting everything up and doing all the research we can, and then part of us has to kind of leave it to the gods and hope for the best as well, you know, and know that ultimately we've tried to hold on to the integrity of the show as much as possible, and it's something we're really proud of, and hopefully we're able to reach our audience, you know.